So, what if you could get a $1,000 trading account just handed to you with zero risk to your own money? Well, that is the pretty bold promise coming from the Institutional Trading Academy. Now, that sounds like a dream for anyone wanting to get into trading, but is it the real deal? Let's dig in and find out.
Right off the bat, this is the number that grabs your attention, $1,000. But let's be clear, this isn't cash you can just withdraw. It's a fully funded trading account, which means you're playing with their money, not yours.
And here is the absolute best part. You don't have to deposit a single cent of your own money. This is a chance to trade with real capital without putting your own cash on the line, which, of course, probably has you thinking,
What's the catch here? Is this a genuine opportunity to learn and earn, or is there something hiding in the fine print? That's what we're here to figure out.
Okay, so to really get to the bottom of this, we've got to start with the basics. Who's making this offer, and what exactly are the rules of the game?
The company behind all this is the Institutional Trading Academy, or ITA. Now, they're not your typical broker. They position themselves as an education platform, registered out of St. Lucia, and their whole thing is teaching high-level trading strategies.
So let's just boil this down, shall we? You get a $1,000 account. You don't have to make a deposit, but, and this is the key, you do have to complete their free trading course. The goal is to get you trading with their capital, but only after you've learned their methods.
So yeah, this isn't just some sign up and get free money gimmick. Getting your hands on that $1,000 account is completely tied to you finishing their educational program first.
And it's not just one course either. We're talking about 3 distinct courses you have to complete. It's a whole learning path, and they've actually built something in to make sure you can't just breeze right through it.
Yep, they've set up a time gate. Once you finish a course, you have to wait a full 11 hours before you can even start the next one. This pretty much forces you to take a break and, actually absorb the information, instead of just clicking next, next, next.
So what are they actually teaching you in these courses? Well, you're going to learn the basics of Forex, but also some pretty advanced stuff like institutional strategies, risk management, and even the psychology behind trading. They're essentially giving you their playbook before they give you their money.
All right, so if you're thinking this sounds pretty interesting, let's walk through the exact steps you need to take to get this bonus and start trading.
The process is actually super straightforward. You start by heading over to the ITA's website and making a free account. Then you jump into the first course. Once that's done, your 11-hour waiting period begins. You just rinse and repeat for all 3 courses. And only after you've jumped through all those hoops does the $1,000 account unlock for you.
Now for the million-dollar question, well, the $1,000 question, I guess. It's cool to get a funded account, but can you actually make real withdrawable profit with it? Let's see what the evidence says.
Okay, take a look at this. We have a trading history screenshot, and it looks like it's from one of these accounts. You can see the $1,000 starting balance, and after a few trades, the account is showing a profit of $114.51. Not bad.
All right, so a profit was made on paper, but we all know that's only half the battle. Can you actually take those profits out and put them in your own pocket? That is the real test, right?
And this screenshot seems to answer that question pretty clearly. It's from the payouts history, and it shows a profit share withdrawal of $61.75. And you see that word right there? Approved? That's the magic word we were looking for.
So let's connect the dots here. The account made over $114 in profit. The trader was able to withdraw about $62. That right there is the profit sharing model. You don't get to keep 100% of the profits because, hey, it's their capital. You split it with them. In this case, it looks like it's roughly a 50-50 split. So let's circle all the way back to the beginning. Is this bonus really, truly free? Well, in terms of money, it seems the answer is yes. You don't pay anything. The only thing you're investing here is your time and your commitment to actually finish their courses. And all of this leaves us with a much bigger question to chew on. This educate first, then fund model. I mean, it's smart for the company, right? It limits their risk. But could it also be a better, safer way for new traders to start their careers? Forcing you to learn before you have the chance to lose. It's a huge shift from the usual deposit your money and hope for the best approach, and it's definitely